been more than a month since I record myself for the last time, so I'm learning again. Happy whatever you celebrate or not celebrate in this time of the year. I know it's a bit late, but I made these decorations and I wanna share the patterns with you, so we can make them together. You'll find the link to the patterns in the information box. They take some time if you hand sew them, but as you can see, they are pretty simple, so it can be your first time making something like this and it will be okay. This is what you'll need to make them. If you have a sewing machine and you want to use it to sew this, it's totally okay, but I'll be showing how I sew them by hand in case you don't have one. I'm going to show you all the steps, but not all the process, because it would be very boring and a very long video. So you can stop the video between steps. Maybe you can put some music or a cozy movie while you make them. I always work with something in the background. You'll see a title before every step, so you can stop the video, do the step, and come back to do the next thing when you're ready. Let's start! First of all, you need to print the pattern sheet. Then we are going to cut them. You can use a cutter or paper scissors. I tried both and end up cutting almost everything with scissors. Cut every piece, following the outer line carefully. You probably can guess what every part is just looking at the shape, but you have the name of every part right on it, and the number behind the X tells how many times we'll have to draw the shape in the fabric. We'll be sewing 2 pieces of fabric every time, but we'll only draw the shape in one side of one of the pieces. To make the fawn, you'll need to follow the same steps without the antlers, so I'll be showing you only how I make the adult deer. I'll be using these 2 fabrics, the green for the body and the red for the antlers. I'm using cotton poplin. I'm not sure if this is the right name of the fabric, but it's like the kind it's used for patchwork, but you can use what you want. The result may look a bit different, but that's fine. Extend the fabric and put what will be the outer face of the fabric down. We are going to draw the shapes in what will be the inside of the doll. I'm using a ball pen, but you can use a pencil or whatever works best for you. But if you use a marker, check that the ink don't go through the fabric. We are going to mark the antlers 2 times. Use the grey line in the pattern as a reference to place it right on the fabric. It should be parallel to the thread of the fabric. Leave at least a centimeter between shapes. We'll make the seam right on the line drawn, so we have to cut the fabric leaving a margin of about half a centimeter. So when marking, we need at least a centimeter between shapes. Cut the fabric leaving at least half a centimeter within the line drawn and the edge of the fabric. Turn the fabric upside down, so the outer face of the fabric is visible, and place the piece with the antlers above, so the outer sides are facing each other, and fix it in place with pins. Cut the fabric leaving the same margins as before. Put the antlers on the side while we repeat this step with the rest of the body. Put the patterns on the fabric so you waste as little fabric as possible, but remember to leave a centimeter between them. All the body parts have little marks on the edge. You have to draw them in the fabric too. They mark where to start and finish sewing, so we end up with a hole to turn the piece inside out and fill it. The knot you can see in the head is where we'll put a piece of thread to hang it. Remember to draw the leg 3 2 times. In the deer, I made 2 different frontal legs, so we only need to draw 1 of each. Then I cut the fabric leaving at least half a centimeter between the line and the edge of the fabric. Put the outer face of the fabric up and place the piece with the shapes, with the outer sides facing each other. I forgot the notch in the head. Oops. And I place pins to attach the two pieces of fabric. I put pins inside all of the shapes.
This is the first year that we are alone. The kids have all flown out. I've got
This time I cut the fabric into different pieces. Remember to leave a centimeter between the line and the edge.
would you think about
I'm cutting it in different parts so it's more comfortable to sew.
making a clean getaway, not coming back till New Year's Day. Let's go to Paris for Christmas this year. Let's go to Paris for Christmas this year.
We'll start by sewing this frontal leg. I thread the needle and make a knot in one of the notches. I make the knot in the fabric instead of the thread. Here you can see how I make it. I make a small stitch where I want to make the knot. I leave a small piece of thread and make another stitch at the same spot so the thread makes a loop. I pull till the loop is small and put the needle through it. Then I pull the thread so the loop closes, and I pass through the new loop, and I pull to see if it's well closed. Now I'm doing it again but faster.
Since we've been
Stitch,
anywhere, I think we deserve as much.
stitch,
Two first-class seats
loop,
to Charles
loop,
de Gaulle,
pull.
out of St. Louis.
And I start sewing to the opposite direction to where the other notch is. I sew with back stitch following the line. For this kind of stitch, you make one stitch forward on one side of the fabric and the next stitch going back through the middle of the stitch you did before, and the next stitch forward again, and then back, and so on. I like this stitch because it gives elasticity to the seam, making it stronger. You have to pull well the thread between stitches, so the seam don't open too much when turning the piece inside out. When you run out of thread, make a knot like the one on the beginning. Take a new piece of thread and make a new knot a couple of stitches back in the seam. When sewing like this, you'll see how the thread draws a dashed line in one side and a continuous line in the other. Keep sewing till you reach the other notch and make a knot.
We'll make time for a little romance. Let's go to Paris for Christmas.
Trim the fabric so you have a margin of about half a centimeter between the seam and the edge of the fabric. Then make cuts where the shape makes closed angles. Cut close to the thread, but be careful to not cut it. If we don't do this, the fabric can make weird wrinkles when turn it inside out. I'll put pictures to show you where to make the cuts in every part of the deer. To turn the pieces inside out, I start putting the tip of the leg to the inside, and use the stick to help me make it go through the hole.
Let's go to
I pull with my fingers, and then push what is left to the inside.
Christmas this year. Paris for Christmas.
Then I push with the stick to open the seams.
Let's go to Paris for Christmas this year. Let's go to Paris for Christmas this year.
Now I'm going to do the same with the other frontal leg.
We'll dine at Atelier Roger. Just imagine us two sitting there. Let's go to Paris for Christmas this year. It's my favorite part of it all. When you and me deck the halls, making everything look just like it should at Yuletide. The parcels are all under the tree, right where they should be. Soon everything is Christmas-fied, Disney bonafide. And so are all of you.
Now I am sewing one of the back legs.
Does this come true? These few days go by so fast. I wish I could somehow make them last. Put it in a bottle, stick a label on, saying do not open till summer comes. Right now, let's savor this, and underneath the mistletoe, get a kiss. The rest of the year may be hard to come by, so right now I'm gonna give it a try. And so are all of you. Does this come true?
And the other back leg.
Santa Claus is on his worldwide tour, like so many a time before. And if you've been really good, it's true, Santa Claus has got something for you. Oh yeah. And so are all of you.
And 1 ear. Should old acquaintance be forgot and never brought to mind? Should And the other ear.
acquaintance be forgot and days of old lang syne? For old lang syne, my dear, for old lang syne, we'll talk a cup of kindness yet for days.
Before sewing the body, we have to make the hanger. You can use some kind of thick thread, or yarn, or wool.
And here's a hand
I'm going to make it about 4 fingers long, so I put the thread on my hand like this. I cut it longer than what I want.
we'll talk a cup
and make a knot with the two tips. I don't know the name of this kind of knot, so just watch me. Then I make this other kind of knot, in the same spot. And another. So I end up with what looks like a bulky knot.
Should old acquaintance be forgot and never brought to
Then I put the thread between the two pieces of the body.
should old acquaintance be
So the loop of thread is inside the body, and the knot is placed outside the line drawn.
for old lang syne, my dear, for old lang syne. Will
I put a pin to secure it in place.
of kindness yet for old lang syne, for old lang syne.
I make a knot in one of the notches and I start sewing with backstitch.
Rudolph, my dear, the forecast ain't clear. So will you please light my way and lead this old man's sleigh?
When I'm next to the notch in the head, I make a regular stitch and then go back multiple times to be sure the thread will stay in place.
The red nose or heaven knows how this sleigh ride will end. Rudolph, my man, you're the only one who can save the day. Say yea or nay. Now will you pull my sleigh? Rudolph.
I pull the thread from the inside to be sure it won't get loose. And I keep sewing with backstitch.
Rudolph, my boy, now don't you act so.
I make a knot at the end and turn the piece inside out.
Let us go and fill all the little children's hearts with joy. Rudolph, my dear, you know the forecast ain't clear. So will you please light the way and lead old Santa sleigh? Yeah, lead old Santa sleigh. Come on and lead old Santa sleigh. Hey, let's do it one more time. One more time. Yeah. Somebody help me now. Let's have some fun and go make this a Merry Christmas for everyone. Merry Christmas for everyone. Merry Christmas for everyone. Around midnight, way up high, there's an angel in the sky. The glitter and the shine, she must be divine. What a night, what a sight.
For the elders, we are going to leave the holes in the base, so don't show that part.
Loud and clear, have the reindeers reappear. Take my hand, you promised land. Here we go. I have wished upon a star. I've sent my wishes far to get you in every way. I had given up hope when the snow started falling, but then I knew it was you. Around midnight, way up high, there's an angel every night. Take my hand, you promised land. Here we go.
When all the parts are ready, you can start to fill them. Take small amounts of wadding, or what you are going to use as filling, and put it inside the pieces. Push it carefully to the opposite side of the hole. Start filling the corners. This is an easy step, but takes patience. If you take big pieces of wadding and don't fill the corners and small spaces first, we can end up with empty spaces making the shape look weird. Fill every piece but the ears, and try to make the repeated parts, like the back legs in this case, look similar.
I have wished upon a star. I've sent my wishes far to get you in every way. I had given up hope when the snow started falling, but then I knew it was you. Around midnight, way up high, there's an angel every night. Take my hand, you promised land. Here we go. Here we go. I woke up this morning, I looked outside my window where children lighting up the Christmas tree, and the snow is falling. It reminds me of the good times, those winters we would spend just you and me. It's been such a long time, but tomorrow's Christmas Day, and I am on my way. I'm coming home for Christmas. Yes, I'm coming home. home to you. Oh, how much I missed you. Wanna spend this day with you. Yes, I'm coming home to you. I can't wait to hold you. We'll be sitting by the fire and watch our favorite movies on TV. We can do what we wanna do. Walk under the moonlight and kiss under the stars. It's gonna be like we never were apart. Yes, I'm on my way. This time I'm here to stay. I'm coming home for Christmas. Yes, I'm coming home to you. Oh, how much I missed you. Wanna spend this day with you. Yes, I'm coming home to you. I'm coming home, yeah. Yes, I'm coming home to you.
When we are done filling, we'll close the holes. For this, I make a knot in the fabric near to the opening. In this case, I press the fabric on one side and go out in the spot where I want the knot to be. This way, the beginning of the thread will be hidden inside.
In the quiet evening, snow is
I close the hole with ladder stitch. For this stitch, I sew with the needle parallel to the edge of the fabric. I make a stitch that goes inside the fold of the fabric in one side, and then the next stitch just in front in the other side. And I pull the thread every 3 or 4 stitches, making the seam almost invisible.
Christmas, oh Christmas, how we long for you.
When the hole is closed, I make a couple of stitches more, and I make a knot.
Oh Christmas, let your message once again.
I prick in that same spot and go out in another spot. Then I cut the thread, so the end of it is hidden inside.
As I walk through the streets of my
And I repeat the step with the rest of the pieces, but the ears. We don't need to close the ears.
sleigh bells are ringing in the air. There are Christmas decorations all around. Tonight love and peace are everywhere. Christmas, oh Christmas, how we long
We are going to mark where the joints will be. We first need to make holes in the patterns. You'll see excess drawn on them. Take a pin and go through them.
Christmas, oh Christmas, how we've longed for you.
Place the pattern above the body and place pins in the holes, as you see in the video. Do it in both sides. For the legs, I decide what sides will be the outer ones. And then I put the pins with the head in what will be the outer side. I prick on one side and then try to put it so it's perpendicular to the seam. And I do the same with the rest of the legs. Here I have the body of the Fawn ready, to show you how to sew the joints with beads. I'm using the same red thread, but this time it will be double, so it's a bit stronger. I'll use these red beads. To make it double, I make sure the ends of the thread are the same length. And then I make a knot that catches both ends. I make a knot with the beginning hidden, where I placed one of the pins. Then I prick the needle in that same spot, and go out where the pin is placed in the other side. Then I take the leg that goes in that side, and prick it where the pin is. I take a bead and make the thread go through it. Then I prick in almost the same spot where the thread is going out. Then I pull the thread and move the leg to be sure the thread is not stuck. Sometimes the thread gets tangled. If that happens to you, you have to undo the last stitch and try again. Then I prick in the joint spot in that side and go out in the other. And do the same with the other leg.
That Christmas is at the door. I've been waiting by the phone, and there is nothing we can do this Christmas. Will be something unreal.
Then I prick in the joint, and go out in the other side, in a point that will be mostly hidden by the leg. I pull the thread so the legs are well stick to the body. And I make a knot.
Everything's white, glimmering silver white, and stillness fills the night. It's Christmas, a winter wonderland, a snowball in each hand. Take me away, Christmas Day. There's joy in the air, family's near. We give thanks for this past year. Oh, nothing compares
And hide the
to
end.
the love that we share. Oh, what a bliss, a green red delight with glimmering silver wine. You dazzle us
Now repeat with the other legs.
from big to small. Warm laughter and white smiles, my presents stacked in piles. Take me away, Christmas Day. There's joy in the air, family's near. We give thanks for this past year. Oh, nothing compares to the love that we share. Oh, what a bliss, a green red delight with glimmering silver wine. You dazzle us all from big to small. Warm laughter and white smiles, my presents stacked in piles. Take me away, Christmas Day. Take me away, Christmas Day.
Let's go outside, the snow is falling down and every child is having so much fun. The snowman is twice the size as me, with a smile as quirky as mine. We're holding hands to keep each other warm while we stand and watch a choir performing all the Christmas songs that we love. Yeah, all the Christmas songs that we love. And in a while we're gonna go inside and drink our chocolate by the fire. 'Cause all I want is to spend this day with you.
To fold the ears, I stick a pin inside the upper part of the hole, and then I fold the fabric.
Moment we'll fill with love and joy. So beautiful, kissing on a mistletoe, baby, with you.
You can put them as you like, more vertical or horizontal.
As long as I spend this day with you. So beautiful, kissing on a mistletoe, baby, with you.
Then I make a knot with the beginning hidden where the pin is.
making plans of what we're gonna do. I feel so blessed that I can be with you. 'Cause God knows that I've been longing for you. I just wanna hold you close. You know the stars are shining just for you. Let's take a walk and we can follow the moonlight till we reach a place we can stay. Maybe kiss a bit and dream away. And in a while we're gonna go inside and drink our chocolate bar.
I place the pin and hold it with my thumb, but you can put a pin to fix it in place if it's more comfortable for you.
Let me give you a Christmas.
Then I sew it to the head with ladder stitch. You can see in the video how I do it.
Kissing on a mistletoe's baby with you. I don't need any presents as long as I spend this day with you. So beautiful, kissing on a mistletoe's baby with you. Ooh, And in a while we're gonna go inside and drink our chocolate by the fire. 'Cause all I want is to spend this day with you. Let me give you a Christmas moment we'll fill with love and joy. Love and so beautiful, kissing on a mistletoe's baby with you. I don't need any presents as long as I spend this day with you. So beautiful, kissing on a mistletoe's baby with you. Ooh.
When I finish sewing it, I make a knot and go through the head to the other side and repeat the process.
So hard to see from the moment we arrive. Cornelia, you are one who will survive.
For the deer, I'm going to use buttons. The process is almost the same, but I go through the joints 2 times to pass through the holes of the buttons.
Smiles on everyone. I think of you and of all I should have done. It don't mean a thing what shape or form that you're in, the place you're from, the wealth or the color of your skin. And all you have burns to the sky. It's all too late. You wonder why. Cornelia, your everyday is a struggle and a strife. But don't you agree? With beating hearts, we're still alive. There comes a time when all you have is who you love. And Cornelia, you'll be all I'm thinking of. It don't mean a thing what shape or form that you're in, the place you're from, the wealth or the
Feeling alone, kinda misty. Waiting now for you to come. It's cold again, but I know we'll be warm. Sitting by the fire and dream. Tell me again with a whisper. Little things that I wanna hear. And the stars up above are smiling when they see you holding me so near. I see snowflakes on the chimneys, and the candles have a certain glow. A secret and a song, even church bells sing along, and the children making angels in the snow. Oh, what a gift to be given. How lucky can this soul heart be? And I fall into peace and silence on a very special Christmas Eve. Tell me again with a whisper. Little things that I wanna hear. And the stars up above, they are shining with love. Listening to this song playing on. Listening to this song playing on. Last year I thought about how things can come around just like that if everyone is here to celebrate one day. We have our ups and downs, but when there's love there's always a way. And oh, this time of year we come together to celebrate. Yes, every time the snow is falling down and it is cold outside, we gather around the fireplace and no one cares about yesterday. My favorite holiday, it means so much more than words can say. And I claim that Christmas is a magic day. Sometimes I tend to forget what glory this holiday represents, but it's fair to
Then I saw the ears the same way as I did on the Fawn.
This year I'll think about how I'm so lucky to have a place that I can come home to. Yes, I am on my way. We'll put our differences aside and just enjoy this moment of peace and love and happiness. We come together to celebrate. Yes, every time the snow is falling down and it is cold outside, we gather around the fireplace and no one cares about yesterday. My favorite holiday, Yes, every time the snow is falling down and it is cold outside, we gather around the fireplace and no one cares about yesterday. My favorite holiday, it means so much more than words can say. And I claim Christmas is a magic day. Sometimes I tend to forget what glory this holiday represents. But it's fair to say that Christmas is a magic day.
Everything is calm, now it's midnight. Everybody's sleeping, all is peace. And I'm still hanging round.
I didn't put the pins for the antlers before, so I do it now.
Walking through a midnight wonderland. The wise men keeping watch. Now it's midnight. And though it's cold outside, we're staying warm. And the star will always shine. It's the season for all time.
I make a knot in the antler and sew it to the head with ladder stitch.
The fuss and hustle of yesterday's gone. Now let us focus on the holidays, having fun. Coming together with the family and friends. A gift that's heaven sent. It's heaven sent to you and me. Now the wise men keeping watch while it's midnight. And though it's cold outside, we're staying warm. And the star will always shine. It's the season for all times. Walking in our midnight wonderland. Everything is calm, now it's midnight. Everybody's sleeping, all is peace. And I'm still hanging round in a house that's filled with lights. Walking in our midnight wonderland. Walking through a midnight wonderland. The wonders of life got the prettiest side for everyone to enjoy. Standing up close by the Christmas tree, glimmering light, I am right where I wanna be. I will be home for a couple of days.
When I'm done, I make a knot.
Wander around with you. You and me in the cold, thought it'd never be true. Wherever I go, I got you. Oh, I have stopped running, there is no way.
I go through the head to the other side and sew the other antler.
Drinking hot wine by the fire, don't care of anything else. It's Christmas and some kind of love, my friend. I'll pray it will never end. Do you like to be here too? It's Christmas and outside snow's glistening. It's just you and me tonight. I'll spend all this Christmas with you. Oh, it's such a charm.
I make a note and hide the end.
There's nobody at the door. You said I
If you don't have fancy fabrics like this, you can bind them or embroider things or decorate them with more beads or whatever. Sorry if I didn't went more in depth with some steps. I'm a bit overwhelmed with all the things I have to do this month. And I feel bad because I'm posting this super late. I hope you really enjoy it. So that's it. I hope you had fun. If you make them, I'd love to see the pictures. You can send them to me or tag me on Instagram or whatever. I just wanna see them. I know I'm super late, and you probably won't have time to make them and use them, but I wanted to make this little present for you. I love this one. Maybe you can use them next year. Or make them with other colors so they are less seasonal. Let me know what you think about the patterns and the video itself. I hope you can enjoy the last days of this weird year to collect something nice. Thank you very much. Bye.
It's just you and me tonight. I'll spend all this Christmas with you.